Greetings to all story lovers. Today, the internet has brought the world to our fingertips. Among its many offerings are entertaining programs that keep us glued to our phones. But long ago, centuries past, there was a world where none of this existed. Back then, their only entertainment was festivals, playing games, storytelling, and chatting with each other. Ancient games are no longer played today, and similarly, the stories told by the ancient Indians are also fading away. We aim to preserve and share such stories. Please support our efforts. It's normal for people to get sick. But often, it's not just the illness itself that harms them, but rather the fear of it that makes them weaker and can even lead to death. Let's hear an ancient Indian story from India about this. Kamchi is an agricultural village. All the villagers were surviving by doing agricultural work. Both men and women leave for work in the morning. They take some leftover rice for lunch and eat it with onions and green chilies under a tree for shade. This is their life. One day, Kumaran and his friends were having their lunch under a tree when someone noticed something strange in Kumaran's food. He said, "Kumaran, there's a lizard's tail in your mouth." Before Kumaran could react, he had already swallowed the food, including the lizard's tail. "It's just a lizard's tail," said one. Another said, "No, it's a full lizard." Another one, "It's not a lizard, it's a small stick," he said. "Lizard venom is terrible," says another. Worried, Kumaran tried to make himself vomit by putting his finger in his mouth, but he couldn't. So, he went home and told his wife what had happened before going to bed feeling tired. Soon, the news spread throughout the village that Kumaran had accidentally swallowed a lizard. Then, the grandmother next door, who came to mourn, advised that if you take out the swallowed lizard, the poison will go away. So, they took Kumaran to a local doctor in the neighboring village. The doctor gave him some medicine, but he vomited and the lizard didn't come out. Because of this, Kumaran stopped going to work and slept at home instead. He couldn't eat properly, and his hands and feet started trembling. Kumaran became scared of dying. He visited many towns and sought treatment from different doctors, but his illness didn't improve. Finally, Kumaran started crying, telling his wife, "I think I'm going to die." A person from another town visited Kumaran and said, "There's a doctor in our town who can cure any disease, even the incurable ones." Kumaran trusted him and went to that town with him. The doctor asked Kumaran about his problem. In his experience, he understood very well that the problem now was not the lizard, but the fear of the lizard. Then he said to Kumaran, "There are many kinds of lizards. Some lizards will immediately release poison and kill people. Others slowly kill a person without being digested. The lizard you ate is the second type. If we remove this undigested lizard from your stomach, your illness will be cured." The doctor then went inside the house, grabbed a small pot, caught a lizard from the wall, and placed it in the pot. He then went to the garden, picked some green leaves, lit a stove, and made a herbal drink with the leaves. He instructed Kumaran to drink the medicine, which would induce vomiting. If there was a lizard in his stomach, it would come out with the vomit. Kumaran drank the medicine, looking at the doctor with hope. The doctor brought a small pot to Kumaran and placed it in front of him. "If you feel like vomiting, use this pot," he said. Kumaran vomited, and the doctor collected the vomit in the pot. Then, the doctor took out a lizard and dropped it on the floor. After that, looked at Kumaran and said, "The lizard you swallowed has been removed. You should be fine now. If there's any poison left in your body, this medicine will break the poison." The doctor then gave Kumaran some nutritional medicine and sent him home. As soon as the lizard in his stomach came out, Kumaran, feeling hopeful again, started his journey back to his village with renewed energy. Friends, in this story passed down by ancient Indians, it's said that the fear about disease can be more deadly than the disease itself.